Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. My dear brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. For all of us, the blessed month of Ramadan is very special. We all fast those days seeking a connection and a closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The month ends, of course, with the last 10 nights. Now, these 10 nights are very special for us all. But why are they special? Well, first and foremost, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed a chapter in the Quran, Surah Al-Qadr. In this particular chapter, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us about a night which is خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ, that is better than 1,000 months. Brothers and sisters, this is better than 83 years of worship. So on this night, and when is this night? We say Allah knows best. Or we know that it is in the last 10 nights, more likely to be on the odd nights in the month. So 21st, 23rd, 25th, 27th, or the 29th. One of these nights, inshallah ta'ala, is Laylatul Qadr, the night of decree, the night of power, upon which if you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this night, whatever you do, it is better than offering any form of worship than 83 years. This no doubt is a great fadl, a great virtue and blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The practice of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would be that he would spend the last 10 nights in the masjid performing i'tikaf. So if you have the ability to do so, to spend 10 nights, mashallah, in the masjid, secluding yourself away from this worldly life, seeking the reward of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's of course a beautiful thing to do. Maybe you can't do the whole 10 nights. So is it allowed for you to do a portion of that? Could I, for example, make i'tikaf for 2 days or 5 days? Inshallah ta'ala, it's permitted for you to do that. So your i'tikaf or your time seclusion in the masjid could be less than 10 days, whatever you can do, inshallah ta'ala. Also, the Prophet ﷺ would wake his family up. أَيْقَظَ أَهْلُهُ. He would wake his family up to ensure that these nights didn't pass by while people are sleeping, seeking the reward of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Aisha, the wife of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, narrated that in the last 10 nights of Ramadan, that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, metaphorically, he would tie his belt, meaning that he would strive and struggle and do even more in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. So my dear brothers and sisters, a year is made up of different seasons. And in, of course, the year, Ramadan is one of the most special times of the year, with specific reference to the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Do not let those nights pass by, brothers and sisters, except that you have engaged in some form of dhikr, tasbih, giving charity, salah, and praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Make most of those nights so you can have the great reward and be from those who stood up in prayer with iman, seeking Allah's reward and all of your previous sins forgiven. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to that what is best. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.